So I just bought this 10-unit multifamily portfolio.
Why would I play when I know this? Why would I play when I know this? Stop. Tell the DJ go right now. Tell the DJ go right now. I got so many issues and I bought me some more missiles. I was sitting there by myself, dog. Ain't nobody giving no tissue.
All right, so today is a big day. I closed on my 10-unit portfolio deal. Oh man, I have a lot of details to share with you guys on this one. Might be my biggest video to date. Definitely be interested in showing you guys all the ins and outs of that process. But yeah, let's get it done. Stay tuned throughout the rest of the video and you guys will see what exactly I'm talking about. Let's go to the closing table, get this thing signed, sealed, delivered. All right, so I just bought this 10-unit multifamily portfolio. Out of the 10, this is a 4-unit building right here, but it sits on like an oversized lot. So that's really the play or the strategy for this one. And so I'm gonna break down exactly what my plan is for this property and then show you guys how I can turn this one into a potential multi-six-figure flip. So starting off with this property, as I stated, it sits on a 13,200 square foot lot. You'll see in the drone footage, but there's multiple new development all around this property. And I plan on developing this myself. The problem is we're in a horrible economy and that's a risk that I don't really want to take on right now. And so I'd rather just turn a profit and flip it right now rather than wait 12 to 18 months, build on it, and then sell down that timeline. With this one, I think the value is in a lot. And so we're not gonna even really do too much of a tour on the inside. I'm gonna give you guys a strategy and breakdown of what I plan on doing with this one and how I'm gonna make it into a multi-six-figure play overall. And so like I said, on this one, since it's a 13,000 square foot lot, if you've seen around the area, a lot of these parcels have been divided up into 2 or 3 different townhomes, and you still have that upper price range that you can get with a decent sized backyard as well. And so what I did though is that, and this is why it's super important to have off-market experience or the strategy of going off market with your properties, is because you're able to reach direct to seller on many of these deals. And I did that with this one. And so not only was I able to get this one under contract, but I was able to get that one as well right next door. And so I have now 2 properties sitting here at 26,000 square feet of lot size. And that just means more value for the potential builder or buyer of the property. And so what I plan on doing with that is flipping it to another builder in this area that I've worked with in the past for multi-six-figure profits on this deal. I think it's gonna come out really spectacular overall for it. And so I'll give you guys a little bit of breakdowns as far as numbers wise, what we're looking at. I was able to buy this one with crazy terms, both of them actually, not just the one next door, but my other 6-unit apartment as well. So I was able to buy both of them at 5% down each at $600,000 each, right? And so that totals out to 1.2 million. 2-year balloon on this one and then a 3-year balloon on the other, but I can sell at any time I want or refi at any time I want as well. And also we're at 7% interest only payments. And so that just made it a stellar home run deal for both of these properties. Like I said, I was able to essentially get $1.2 million of home value at $60,000 down. Show me who else has done that, or if you have, show me. That's just the power and magic of being able to do, all these spectacular deals. I know many of you guys may be asking, you see this big building behind me, why do I not plan on keeping it? Why am I just strictly looking at land? So I'm gonna show you guys the inside and then give you guys really the insight behind why I'm deciding to really not take account for any of this building whatsoever and why all the value was in the land for this property right here. So we'll walk into one of the units and let you guys know what's up. So, as you guys see in here, the units are not in the best condition whatsoever. Needs a lot of work. I'm not sure if you guys will see throughout the way, but there's a lot of, make sure no one's been standing there. Yo. All right, but I'm trying to make sure that we don't have any squatters. I know that's been a common thing here in Houston recently. But anyway, long story short, there's like major water damage with this property right now. And so there's, leaks everywhere. The plumbing, piping is like very old. The roof's very old. I had an inspection done and essentially the quote that I came back with from the inspection was like roughly $250K renovation for this entire building. It's like a 5,000 square foot building, so it's pretty big. Now, some things cosmetically aren't that bad. I think these are like two units. So unit size, honestly, pretty good, if I'm being honest. But in terms of just getting it rent ready, as you guys see, this is like a very premier area. So, you know, you would need to go higher quality in terms of finishes for renovation. And you're competing with a lot of new builds that, you know, people are renting out. So it would be really tough or challenging to get this one to market standards in this area particularly, and make sure that, you know, we can get these occupied out. And if you can, you know, look at the land in the new homes that are being developed in the area and kind of compare both of them, I think easily you come to the conclusion that all the value was in the land. And like I said, that's one of the main reasons why I'm deciding to just go ahead and, you know, market this as a tear down and lot value only. Even if I was building it myself, which wasn't planned until like 2 weeks ago, to be honest. I was just strictly looking at it as a new development rather than a renovation deal for multifamily. And so, yeah, crazy deal. My best one to date. Hopefully we can continue on this, you know, this path and this journey of, you know, getting these stellar deals. But I think it also comes with just like experience and opportunity, right? I mentioned this in past videos that this is an absolutely horrible market, but at the same time, you know, there becomes a lot of opportunity because sellers are needing to sell. And so you're able to get great terms like this. Like I said, I'm entering into a $1.2 million asset with $60,000 down. Like, how can you beat that? You know, that's the power of real estate. That's the power of knowledge. That's the power of information. All the above. And I applied it to this situation. And then it's looking like I'm going to be able to flip that in just a few weeks to multi-six figures. So, yeah, it's a great deal, great blessing overall. If nothing else, that's one of the main things I want to provide for my videos is like to show you guys what's possible. You know, I've learned from a lot of other people. You can learn from my mistakes, you can learn from my wins, whatever it may be. I don't say this like bragging any means, you know, it's not even done yet. So, but you know, at the end of the day, there's just a lot of value of information, right? If you know what to do, then you can approach it a little bit differently versus just being able to look one-sided or, you know, one way, and then you kind of remove all the other opportunities that can potentially happen with something like this. Because that was one of the things, like, I've never done a seller financing deal up until this date, in terms of like me keeping it. And I was like, hey, you know, what's it hurt to try? And look where we're at now. So, yeah, that's something to look out for. All right, so a little funny segment is, so the seller of this one had sold the car to a previous tenant in the past, and the tenant didn't pay anything on it and didn't give him the keys back. And so I'm pretty sure I need to confirm. I'm pretty sure the seller just decided to leave this vehicle here and let me deal with it. And so that may be like a few extra grand I can get off parts or whatever it may be, just by the seller being like, hey, so be it. This is your problem now to have. And so, yeah, it's just funny always dealing with, you know, certain deals. You never know what you run across. And it looks like this one may actually help me out a little bit in terms of, you know, just some extra funds because the guy decided not to deal with the problems of it, you know, himself. So, yeah, I thought that was a little funny little segment in regards to, you know, properties. Is like I said, you never know what to find. I think the rest of the stuff is probably junk or trash. But this one, hey man, might be a little bit of a diamond in the rough. So we'll see. Yo, so we're at Flower Child. Yeah, I forgot to record, but I already devoured completely at steak plate. So yeah, not much to see right there. We also have the sweet potato fries. Really good spot, honestly. If you're looking for something like healthy and fresh, it's not too crazy of a price. I mean, it's 18 bucks, you know, 2026. Everything is gonna be like somewhat expensive, but I don't think it's too bad for what you get. Like I said, a really good serving size, really healthy option. As you guys know, I'm trying to be on that cut for summer here in a few months. So I definitely think it's aligned with that. But yeah, tonight we hit the gym. I think we got chest. So we'll see what I can do with 225 tonight. But yeah, I just want to show you guys what we dove into. You don't really get to see it too much, but yeah, I'll catch you guys in a bit. 225 boys. Hey man.
I just hit this chat.
He did.
I just hit this.
He did.
You just hit that?
3 reps, no help.
I just hit 3 reps at 225. I'm like that.
I do it again. Give me one.
Brown day.
How many reps should I go for? Question for a chat.
8.
Oh. Dang, Hanson trying to get me killed.
Nah, diamond shit, bro. What's up?
True.
Baby reps, bro. They just
Yeah. If I get like a little baby reps.
Little baby reps.
I'll try to get 5 for y'all. We'll see what we can do. Yeah, we'll get 225 knocked out right here for 5. Hey man, let's see what we can do, my boy.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Hey, Brandon is normally like super amped. My guy right now.
Like super low energy today.
Yeah. I need that energy to feed off of.
Yeah!
There we go. Nah, I'm playing.
Come on, light. Come on, light. Come on. 3 more. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, you got 1 more. Come on. Come on. Come on.
Ah, let's go. Alrighty, so we have an interesting development here at the property. Here right now to unlock it, we have another builder coming by to check it out today. And so that's what I'll kind of give details on in regards to the video. Let you guys know exactly what's going on. It's an update later on in the week from closing. So I have a little bit more context to give you guys. But overall, we were able to find a buyer or builder for these 2 lots. Like I said, we are all in at 1.3. We were able to negotiate a 1.475 contract price. And so, yeah, that's where we're at. It's $175,000. Now, that's not all profit to me, given the fact that there's a third-party agent involved as well. And so I think her fee would be like roughly $45,000 to $50,000 for that. And so the interesting part, though, is as we're getting everything taken care of, we're able to even get closing in like 3 weeks, which for that size of a deal is pretty unheard of, to be honest. The interesting thing is there were a few things on the amendment that the seller next door, we needed to come to an agreement on and sign. And long story short, the seller out of nowhere is like, hey, I don't want to sign. I'm not going to do anything to change the contract. Essentially started like freaking out over everything. And so we've been speaking over the past few days. And recently, I think as early as this morning, stated that she wanted to terminate the contract. So that's an interesting development right there. Now, I will say one of the things that I'm not too mad about is because of the price that we're at. Truthfully, I think I could get more on market if I just sell this one solo. So it's not too bad of a thing if it does come to that. I hope it doesn't. I'd rather just sell off market and be done by the end of the month, in and out. But if it does come to that, so be it. Yeah, that's the thing of real estate, man. You can never count your chickens before they hatch because there's just so many layers to it, nuances, and things always tend to develop. So I'm doing everything I can to salvage the deal. We'll see what happens, positive or negative, regardless of the fact. It is what it is. But yeah, that's part of real estate, man. So you go through adversity and you just make sure that you come out on the other side of it better than what you were when you entered it. So that's kind of what I'm doing, staying optimistic, and we'll see what develops throughout the rest of the day. Also, I do have I think a consultation with a cabinet maker. The cabinet still didn't come out the way that I wanted to. I had a meeting with my realtor yesterday there, and we were talking on the phone, and as I was like truly able to sit in the kitchen and like analyze the cabinets, I was like, man, this is absolutely disastrous. I think my problem was that the cabinets from the very get-go were not good, and I tried to, instead of just replace them overall, I tried to like paint over them and do this and do that, and yeah, I just don't think it's gonna work out. Also, I'm gonna take you guys' advice in terms of the color. I think I'm just gonna go all white, change the backsplash, go all white with the cabinets, and call it a day. That way everyone's satisfied, everyone's happy. Regardless if I like the color or not, at the end of the day, I'm not the one buying it. So it is what it is. But yeah, I'm gonna do a consultation or a meeting with some cabinet makers and see, what we're looking at as far as new shaker doors and all of that. But yeah, I just want to keep you guys updated. I know everyone in real estate likes to talk about the whole, profit side and the glitz and glamour, but my part is being transparent as possible. So the deal may not even work out. It's crazy because we're here at the finish line. Like everyone's agreed upon everything for the most part, and then last minute now the other seller wants to maybe back out. So we'll see. But yeah, I'll catch you guys.